onto it.
Gabby.
Mama. Don't worry. The guys checked Mama. To see if he's not there. Alright?
You're the one I'm most worried about. Stop touching
Mama,
stuff.
isn't ball snip bad?
No. A bull snake is a good snake. They get the bad snakes. But still, we don't want to bother it.
It can bite you.
Careful, Brian.
Don't touch it.
Nothing. You hear that, Aaron? Don't touch
Even
it.
flowers.
No, don't touch anything.
So what does Gabby do?
Even don't touch this rock.
Time to put on your thinking and listening cap, okay? Okay, don't touch anything except for
Brian?
the staircase.
Or the handrail.
Don't
Brian.
sit on it. Here, Taryn, Brian, yeah.
You don't want to put this on there.
You want it zipped up too? Can you zip it up? Put your hands. You're faster.
Okay, you guys go. Turn, you gotta let go of me.
Not after this door. Don't touch anything except for the floor, okay? Pretty sure how old it is?
Thank you kindly. This is Huckleberry Ticket Booth. We can drink our
You said so.
one closed door. On average, they would use 6 sticks of dynamite to get them 1 foot.
That's a lot of dynamite.
That it is. Now, mind you, I do not have an estimate for how large a stick's dynamite
Mama, I think
or the
we
yield
had a
attached to
dream.
it.
I think we had a dream.
You're in a dream?
I think we had a dream, Mama.
It feels like it, huh?
Yeah. Mama, remember, if you see a snake in light, don't touch it. Yeah. It will bite you.
Gosh, how bad it already is.
It's so dark. Mama, I use it so dark.
Because it's a cave.
I don't like this.
It's okay.
You're
Just keep my
fine.
hand. You're okay.
That's an extra.
Can you say thank you?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stay with Mom.
You have to stay with Mom.
You only can walk. Right?
Right.
But don't touch doors.
Yep, don't touch things.
Why that was white?
So that you can see where you're going.
What happened if there was no white?
You won't be able to see where you're going.
It would be as dark as if you had your eyes closed.
Yep. Super dark.
Like this?
Yep, just like that.
It was very dark when I closed my eyes.
I'm sorry, Prince. I'll make my way past you here. Thank you kindly.
I think that's the lake. Oh, that's not the lake.
You okay? You need this up down or are you good? I wonder how far under the mountain we are.
Pretty far.
So far. How far did you
I
say they
don't
lasted?
want this cave collapsed on
It
me.
won't. We're good.
What happens if it
It won't.
does? Stop.
Where is Brian?
He's up there. We saw him for a second.
Sit for the moment.
Gary. It's so
Now,
Snakes. Are they called snakes?
There's not snakes, little man.
Not around here, it's cold.
much too cold
Cold.
here.
Yeah.
It's too cold.
Too cold.
Yeah.
Oh, do I see something? You just take your shoe off, didn't I?
Now, friends, I'll have you kind of squish together in that room, please, so we have room for everyone to get out of the tunnel.
Okay.
Excellent, friends. Thank you. I'm just kind of wiggle my way through here. Thank you very much.
Whoa, Mom.
I welcome you all to the finale
How are
room.
we gonna
This is
get
where
back?
our tour both begins and
How are
ends
we
today.
gonna get back?
Now, here in the finale room, I have an opportunity to show all of you an example of just about every type of formation that we will see throughout our entire tour today. I think we'll start with some flowstone. Now, flowstone is created as the water travels over the rock face here. As that water evaporates, it leaves behind the minerals that it carried, creating that flowing pattern rather similar to a waterfall, hence the name flowstone. From there, we go to the first of our dripstones, one of the most iconic even, the stalactites. Now, as you may notice, these ones have been stuck off here. This by nature is when the Conservation Corps was blasting that last portion of the tunnel here. They would create a junkyard backstop, which means they hauled their mattresses, the tires, from their work camp, all the way from the top of the mountain, down through the cave to here, where they pile it up high, to try and preserve the room behind us. Unfortunately, it did not go all the way to the ceiling. So when they blasted that last portion of the tunnel, that concussive force would roll over that backstop, shatter free any of these more delicate formations here. Now, directly above me here, these are actually much more recent regrowths off those flat sections. Now, the very end here, you can see those little sections coming off. For most of our cave system, I cannot give you an accurate age for the growth rate of those formations. As to do so, I would need to know the water history for our entire mountainside for its entire lifetime to give you an accurate number. But I can give you a rough estimate. To do so, I'd like you all to please hold up your pinkies here. Here in the Paradise Room, which is the fastest growing portion of our entire cave system, that's going to take about 50 years to grow. Wow. It's half a lifetime for 1 cubic inch. To give you a little bit of an idea of how long we've been trying to regrow here. Now, once the water falls free from the stalactites here, they meet their partner, the stalagmite, growing just beside. Give enough time and flow of water. Eventually, they will meet together, and they'll create a column. Right formations here. The coloration that you're going to see as we make our way into the Paradise Room here is thanks to the difference in minerals down here as opposed to the rest of our cave system. As we travel through the classic tour path, most of the formations will be this kind of opaque white. This is mostly going to be calcite. Inside the Paradise Room, you're going to see these rich, lovely red hues. This is going to be thanks to a great big old iron deposit that makes up most of the ceiling of the Paradise Room there. Now, I'm going to have you go ahead of me, up this set of stairs, down a set of stairs, up a set of stairs once again, to the largest room of our entire cave system, which they chose to give the smallest platform they could. Now, please mind your step. These stairs will be slippery. Please use the railings.
Our little one's up there already.
Dory's over there too.
Yeah.
Hi, Kodak.
It's going to be to the right. Not many actually notice the path to the left. The path they noticed is actually the original tour path that would lead the only tour throughout our mountainside into the Paradise Room and then out to where you guys are currently standing. But no group besides our own has seen that room since 2019.
Go ahead, you.
Yes.
I'm over here.
Why?
Yeah, now I'm coughing.
Not because it's slowest, is where I want to be.
It's a good spot to be. That's why I'm back here.
One step at a time, hold on to the rail, and only the rail. Ooh, it's good.
Don't need the rail because we don't need the rail. There's other ice cream.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Doing great, friends. I know it's a bit of a small platform.
I know, I think it's okay.
Not only did they give it the smallest platform, they put the light switches in the oddest place. You go right over here, friends. Pardon me, excuse me.
Now, James, you want to get behind us? So that
Now, I welcome you to paradise properly.
Here, turn around.
There's going to be a bit of a delay. And there it is. Welcome to the largest, most decorated chamber of the entire cave system. Now here I have an opportunity to take you on a little bit of a tour around the world. Before I do so, as I've been kind of turning you around a fair bit as we've made our way in, we'll first test all of your sense of direction. Would any of you like to guess where north is? I got a point for that way, I got a point for that way, I got a point for that way. How many votes for straight behind me?
I guess now I'll
There's
vote for straight
one,
behind me.
and two, and three. The three of you that have decided to cast your vote with me are correct. Congratulations. Now, I could tell you I know that thanks to having access to the maps and a great deal of experience here inside the caves, but that's nowhere near as fun as saying that I can ask for help, as I can ask Santa for directions. As he stands atop the North Pole here, with his lovely flowing beard as he points you directly to the northern peaks, which happens to be true north.
And that tall one,
there.
see him? See him? He's got it highlighted. Do you see Santa?
Right there.
Can you see him?
Just right there in the center of my life.
Yeah.
Where he's showing.
See where he's pointing his light up there?
Right there.
Now,
That's
just
so
between
cool.
these two, we have Santa's lovely workshop.
Oh,
We have his mountaintop villa here, the flowing peaks beneath.
Santa's workshop. I see Santa's workshop.
Can you see it, Brian?
I'm seeing it.
Now that I've teased you all with a little bit of the fantastical, I could do a little bit of a backswing here and ask if any of you happen to be sports fans, more particularly baseball. We got a few of you here. Have any of you ever seen Babe Ruth's baseball bat? Seems like a few of you have. Well, if you've seen it outside this cave, you've seen a fake one, because we've got the real one, made out of stone. Now that lovely flowing smoothness that that formation has means that this formation here is primarily a stalactite, versus these kind of ridged columns like the North Pole here. This is where it's mostly a stalagmite growing its way up, versus this nice smooth section here. Now, as we find ourselves in this great big chamber here, friends, might be tempted to ask, what's holding up the ceiling? That happens to be Atlas, which is straight behind you. The largest formation of our entire cave system, whose base happens to be a bit more than 70 feet across, bearing the weight of the mountainside above us. Now, as you climb Atlas here, you can see these lovely sections protruding off here that look kind of like a roller coaster. Those little, delicate, wispy sections that are coming off of it, some of which are growing kind of straight up. These are called haluxite. These are being created as the water is forced through the rock and it starts to generate just a little bit of an electric charge. Pretty much the same way that your hair stands on end on your arms if there's a bit of a current in the air. Same idea as that water's forced upward, directly opposing gravity, creating one of the most delicate types of formations throughout our entire cave system, which happens to be a rather unique to our cave formation here. Now, as we pan from Atlas here, I'm going to take you to the New York State Building. Atop Lady Liberty. Now, as I've been taking you on this trek around the world, dear friends, it's been a little quiet. So, of course, we have to have some music as we go to the organ pipes. Once again, broken free by the Conservation Corps. You can see just the difference of but a few feet. As we went from the finale room here to the Paradise Room, you can see these much larger growths coming off. The same amount of time as they were damaged by the same blasting. It's just a difference in the flow of water through our mountainside here. For most of the cave system, it takes about a week and a half for the water to travel from way up the top of our mountain, started by snowpack and rain, to reach one of the largest chambers at the start of the upper tour above us here, which is about 300 feet directly above our heads. From there, it only takes about half a week for that water to travel down to here. Now, as I was pointing out a bit earlier, whether it's a stalactite or a stalagmite, they're always in a lovely pair. But in all things in life, there's usually an exception. We have our pagoda just back here that goes to that lovely steep peak there. You may notice there's no stalactite above it. We actually have no idea how the pagoda was formed. It's a bit of an oddity here, and it stumps us every time we're here inside the cave. And I'm going to step just past you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now that I've tested your sense of direction and turned you around once again, this time I'm going to test your sense of depth perception. Now, I'm going to first point out the candlestick. Way back there. That lovely, almost stark white formation there. Firstly, would any of you like to guess how tall the candlestick is? 12 feet. Another again. 4. 6 meters. 20. There, 20 is too much. We're going to 6 feet tall, correct? Now that you know how tall it is, would any of you like to guess how far away it is?
35?
40, 35, 50. We're getting closer as we're going up. 72 is a bit too much. We go to 67 feet away from us, friends. It's very easy to become disorientated in a cave system like this, as without prior experience, you don't really have a reference point. Now that I've given you the idea of the distance to the other side of the room there, it'll give you a bit more of the sense of scale, as I point out to you, Bigfoot's foot, which happens to be just As I've been talking about the mineral composition a little bit of the formations around us, go a little bit more depth as I have a lovely example just beside me. As I was telling you before, a good portion of the cave is primarily calcite. Now here in the cathedral room, as I was saying, there happens to be that great big old iron deposit above us. But it gives you formations like our half and half column just beside us here. We have the iron deposit to the left, and mostly pure calcite to the right, giving that almost split. Pure calcite, less than 30% iron, give you that lovely coloration here. As I've kind of spun you around here, got you disoriented, messed with your sense of direction and depth here inside the Paradise Room, this gives me a lovely opportunity to kind of poke fun a little bit here, as I can ask, would any of you like to guess here? What might happen if there was an earthquake here? Hey. I know it's a little bit cruel.
Yes, it is.
Trying to tell you days. Yes, friends. Well, I can happily tell you.
We'd probably be safe.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing would happen.
We are in the safest place you would ever be for one, friends. We happen to be right in the middle between the T and the P waves. When an earthquake happens, it happens at the surface, about 600 feet below the surface. It's like a great big old tidal wave. It goes through the rock face. Here in the middle, it goes right over the top of us. I can tell you with absolute certainty that we happen to be safe up to a 6.0 Richter scale magnitude earthquake. Now, that's a rather specific number. Might be tempted to ask, where's that number coming from? It's going to be thanks to a little place called Hepkin Lake.
Yep.
Otherwise known as Quake. This is a glacial lake that was created by a 6.0 Richter scale magnitude earthquake that was severe enough to shear off an entire portion of the mountainside. People were here at the time. This is an earthquake severe enough that the aftershocks were felt all the way to Washington, and people were here. The very chamber we find ourselves now, and the only thing they knew was different is it sounded like a train going overhead. They had no idea what happened until they got outside, and everyone went, "Did you feel that?" No, we didn't, actually. Now that I've kind of teased you a bit about the safety here, I'll tell you a little bit more dedicated history about our park. Now, as you all made your way up onto the platform here without the lights here, you had a little bit of an idea of the darkness that can be associated with the cave system here that have no direct light. Now, if you all were to close your eyes, and you can see that lovely darkness there, that gives you a bit of an idea of what young man from the Conservation Corps by the name of Ralph Perney got to experience for some 2.5 days. Now, Mr. Perney worked on the stairs that we make use of here today, which means he never got to explore the some 2 miles worth of cave that happens to be stretching out throughout the entire mountainside above us. Mind you, this is a 19-year-old. Didn't care for that too much. So he got a little antsy. He would break into their workhouse, steal 1 carbide lantern, pack himself a lunch, and make his way into a chamber that happens to be kind of kitty corner about 140 feet that way, a section called the wind tunnel. Now, Mr. Perney had no idea what that room's name was, or more importantly, why it had that name. Now, the wind tunnel has an almost constant, about 8-mile-per-hour wind that's traveling through it. It essentially functions like the lungs of our cave here, helping to cycle air up and out. But he had no idea about it. He crossed into that section there, and that wind would strike him right in the face, disorientating him. And he would slam that lantern of his into the rock face, where it would go out. And he'd get to enjoy that total natural darkness for the next about 2.5 days. Now, the reason why I point this out to you, friends, is as we go to make our way back to the other section here, as we happen to be the first tour in the mountainside today, I have an opportunity that I can show you that total natural darkness, but only if you feel brave enough to do so. Excellent. So I'm going to ask you, friends, to make your way back to the other platform. As you make your way down, please say hi to Allie, the alligator there, but do resist the temptation to give him any kisses. That's how you get cave work, just like Allie there.
Stay here. Let everybody else go. We're a little slow. Okay, I guess we're going.
Say back to the elevator.
Mama, on we step.
Step down. Warm enough? You need to fight.
18 months ago, I was in Chile and I went through a lava tube, but I didn't have it.
Now, friends, for the demonstration I have in mind here, here's some rules here. As this is going to be very disorientated, I'm going to ask, once the lights go out here, would you please stay where you are? There'll be no moving around. I don't want anybody getting hurt here. Now, it's going to be in two parts. I'm going to go down that tunnel there, and I'm going to use the light switch there. So you're dark here. I'm then going to make my way back to here, at which point, I'm going to give you a little bit of a light show here. As I'm going to show you something rather unique to our cave system. Now, if any of you start to get scared or anxious while the lights are out, all you have to do is remember my name and I'll turn the lights on for you.
You'll be fine.
Just close your eyes and you will think you're sleeping. Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1. You're just one source versus many. Now I have a bit of an idea here of what it was like for Mr. Perney, as he would have just struck his light against the rock. Now, if you could please cover the lens that you're looking at. Welcome to total natural darkness. There are 3 places in the natural world where you can experience this. The first, the easiest to get to, congratulations, you're already there. Okay. Second's a little bit harder to get to, as we go to the bottom of the ocean. Now the third, the final, the most difficult to get to. And if any of you happen to be going there, please take old Huckleberry with you. We're going to space, friends. Only places you can actually experience this. Now when I switch over to my funny little light show here, friends, you're going to be seeing fluorescence. Now, if you look around the rock beside me here, you might see different colors. As you can see something kind of neat here, as the UV light that's in my hand here is actually agitating the atomic structure of the rock here. It's a funny way of saying I'm making it mad and making it glow. Which means, if I sit here and do this for a moment.
Did you see it?
Now, you can do this with any type of light. All of you have seen my lovely bright flashlight here. I could sit here, I could hold this against the rock here for the next 100 years, and it would still only glow. Versus using my funny little short wavelength black light here. Just a difference in the wavelength of light here. It does mean while I'm doing so here, I could do something that would otherwise land me straight in federal prison. So I have to face the rock face here. Now, our entire cave is capable of doing this, friends. This is just one of the easiest places I can kind of show you that stark contrast here. It's mostly calcite throughout our cave system here, meaning I get this lovely light show. Now, before I make my way down the tunnel to turn on the room lights once again, I show you one of my favorite formations. We go to Our Lady of the Mountain.
You see it? Right, definitely right back there. You see it, Karen?
Now with Our Lady here, friends, means our time is at an end here in paradise. It's time to make our way back out. Now once again, please make sure I'm the only one to touch those doors. Especially the first door here today is when we go out, it's going to be opening the doors. Did everyone have a chance to see the lady there?
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay, stand still.
Now, would any of you like to try and make your way to the door without the lights on? Yeah. No, you can't do that. You're supposed to say no. Friends, if you could please, make your way to that door.
It's getting narrow. It's getting narrow. It's getting
gotta get out of it, make sure we're out of his way. Gabby, over here.
These tunnels we can touch.
I would just say not to be on the safe side.
Make sure that you don't have to. Just make sure that I'm not
And where we went, it was where it was an underground river that flows through big caverns.
Now, friends, it takes a fair bit more effort on my part to close this door now than when we came in. Which means there's going to be a loud bang when I close this door behind us. It's perfectly natural, just be a little bit startling, so do be ready for that. Now, the wind you're about to feel is coming from the keyhole of the first door I made use of today. You can make your way all the way down.
That's a lot longer than I thought.
From the keyhole. That's it.
Look at how long the tunnel is.
I'm gonna go deeper.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Okay.
Brian, you gotta wait for us, dude.
It's
Don't touch the door, remember,
Yeah, don't
touch the door, and stand to the side.
That's a nice breeze.
And it's coming from the
The
keyhole.
keyhole, that's it.
Just the keyhole.
That's crazy.
Now, stop. You don't need to
Kim doesn't need me to get you. Wow, that is.
That's the door.
That did bang, didn't it?
Vibrated.
What did you think, dude?
I thought we were about to get caught. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna take my jacket. It's not that cold. But good.
Brian.
Brian, stop and wait.
Do you sweat if it's cold? Are you
Yes.
sweating? Because I use this.
I'm very hot.
I'm very cold.
You're cold?
Yeah.
My nose is cold.
I'm cold.
Come on, dude.
I'm scared. No touching the door. No touching the door, okay, Brian?
And now we wait. Stop.
Stop it there.
Where, dude? That way he can get past you.
Fireport in that cave system, they had real caveman drawings. Not in famous caves.
Yeah, they probably buried it.
Everybody's got to touch it.
Well, I was wondering if it was rubber, but it's not, it's metal.
And they turned off the lights. Cell phones on or anything. So it was.
Now, I know we did just come from outside here, but this time it's going to be a whole lot brighter once we go through this door. So do be ready for that, friends.
Close your eyes.
Now, all that remains is that flat half-mile back to the visitor center, which you are welcome to travel as fast or as slow as you'd like. If any of you have any questions, you're more than welcome to walk back with me, and I'll happily answer those questions for you. Beyond that, I thank you all for taking my tour today. I know it was a little bit erratic. This is some of the first times I've actually offered a paradise tour. I'm usually one of the classic tour guides, so I'm still learning the room a little bit, so sorry it's a little jointed, friends.
That's good.
But I thank you all.
You did good. Yeah,
If there was an earthquake, would this come in right here?
This section would be fine. We're in a natural peak slope here. While this tunnel is not natural here, we are in a completely solid structure of rock here, which would not shift or move on us, given an earthquake.
The tunnel collapse on us.
We would be just fine. Nothing to worry about.
You asked that earlier, didn't you?
All right, friends, let's make our way out. Be ready for the sun.
The eyes.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
You're welcome, friends. Thank you. Very well.
Red light.